Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, my fellow friends. Good evening, Bapak Dwi Joko Suroso. Today we are from the Belco team. Belco is basically a digital co-management for the farmers. Let's continue the slides. Okay. So what we have here is Belco is an IoT-based system equipped with weather sensors to automatically activate a calling sound that guides cattle back into the barn. The system is designed to operate during bad weather conditions of when nighttime approaches, ensuring the safety and comfort of the livestock. And Belco helps farmer reduce manual labor by providing an automated real-time solution for managing cattle movement. So what we are built here is an IoT system which control the buzzer sounds that will calling all the cow so that the farmers doesn't have to manually calling all the cow to take them to the barn. Okay. When we are faced with the conventional farmers we have today or even in Indonesia, not only in Indonesia, even in this world, we have difficulty in calling the cattle to controlling the cattle, or in this case is cows for the cowboy or the for or the farmers to control them as a group, because as per today they were calling all the cattle manually by whistle or literally just shouting to the cows. And then our second status quo is that we have the unpredictability of the weather. Imagine that when you are shepherding a bunch of cows and then suddenly a rain comes and you have you have trouble in the first place to control the cows, and then it's added up by the sudden rain, and imagine that kinds of situations. And then it is also a very trouble for the farmers to control to do it every day, every single day. And then the last reason is that when it comes to the night time, uh, we are faced with the problem of safety amongst the cows and the barn itself. So, in conclusions, that we need an automatic systems that will cover up all these problems and settle it up with an IoT.
Okay, before my friend has tell the main idea is. So here I will explain how our system works. Like in the introduction, the main idea is that we want to call the cows to return the barn when it's already late in the afternoon or when the weather becomes cloudy. In the system, the farmer who normally calls the cow is replaced by an activated buzzer. Okay, next. This is the circuit of our system. First, to detect the time and weather condition on a given day, we use an LDR sensor. The sensor has resistance that decreases when it receives more light. Therefore, it can be used to determine whether it is already dark or if the sky is cloudy. The signal from the LDR needs to be adjusted using a resistor network so that it matches the input required of the microcontroller. The microcontroller we use is the ESP32. A program has been installed on this device to read the sensor signal and give a command to the buzzer. If the system detects a low light condition, the buzzer is instructed to turn on. In our demonstration, the buzzer is replaced with a multicolor LED. The sensor readings are also sent to the user computer through the built-in Wi-Fi module, allowing the user to monitor the livestock condition in real time. Next. This is an illustration of our circuit. On the left is the circuit simulation in Tinkercad. Essentially, when the LDR sends like intensity, it sends a signal to the microcontroller. The microcontroller then sends a signal to turn on the LED. In this simulation, the ESP32 is replaced with an Arduino. On the right is actually physical circuit that we built. Okay, next. Finally, this is the 2D circuit design created in Tinkercad. Okay, next.
Okay. Um, what is it? Okay. What we have here is that this system is using the MQTT protocol communications. Uh, what we have in the left it is the situation of the system before we publish the new data to the broker or the topic itself. And on the right side, we have the LED are turned on after we publish the new data, which is on. So uh, the system itself is actually activated when it comes the night times, or when the light intensity is low. But what we showed here is that the lights actually turn on even though it's a sunny days, because it is being instructed by the system to get on from our instruction. Okay. This is the user interface of the uh, H HiveMQ. Uh, we are using the HiveMQ Cloud because it is free and easy to use. In HiveMQ itself, we have the web client set status bar, and then the publisher bar and the message bar. All of these are pretty important to our communications, which one of these if we don't have one of these, then the communication cannot be properly done. And then what we have here in this left side of the image, it is the comparisons between the data from the HiveMQ and then the data from the serial monitor of the ESP32. Here we see the same numbers in most of the data that the LDR has received. And then second, on the right side, we see this is the situation when the new data which is on is published to the system. First, we see that it is on off situation, and then after we publish the off, and then it is replaced by a new number received from the LDR, and then the system come back to on. So we show that this is the two situations that our system has done.
So in this section, I will explain the structure of the SPT32 code that we developed. This code reads data from the LDR sensor, finds out buzzer, and send data to an MQTT broker. We use the Arduino IDE as our development platform. The code is divided into several main pods, which is variable declaration, Wi-Fi, and MQTT so connection setup. The main loop for sensor reading and callback function to handle MQTT message. In this slide, we define the pins for the LDR sensor and buzzer. The LDR is connected to analog pin 34 and the buzzer to digital pin 25. We also configure the Wi-Fi network and MQTT server. In this case, using the public HiveMQ broker, this configuration is essential for the ESP32 to connect to the internet and transmit data. Next, so as you can see, this is the hardware config, global and MQTT callback. Uh, we implement a callback function to receive comment from the UI via MQTT topics. We create the dedicated function to connect the SP32 to Wi-Fi. If the connect is lost, the system will attempt to reconnect automatically. The same applies the MQTT connection. If disconnected, the SP32 will reconnect automatically. Next. So, and handle control message. The SP32 reads the value from LDR sensor every few seconds. This value is converted into light intensity information. If the light falls below a defined threshold, the buzzer is activated as an alarm. This data is also sent to the MQTT broker for real-time monitoring. Next, uh, in this MQTT Reconnect, the buzzer can be activated in two ways, automatically based on readings or manually via flexible control, but with uh, s- we send sensor data in JSON format to a designated MQTT topic. The format includes LDR value, like status and buzzer status. Data transmission occurs periodically, for example, every 5 seconds. This system enables real-time monitoring through dashboards such as HiveMQ web client. Next. So, the SP32 also subscribes to specific MQTT topics to receive comment from the UI. For example, if a user sends on to the topic control/buzzer, the buzzer will be activated. This enables two-way interaction between the hardware and the user interface. Next. We also implement error handling mechanism if the Wi-Fi or MQTT connection fails. Error messages are displayed in the serial monitor. The system will continuously attempt to reconnect until successful. This is crucial for ensuring system reliability under unstable network conditions. Next, uh, you can see when SP32 successfully connect and with MQTT, the output value being read, and when it receives a command to turn on the buzzer, the serial monitor is a very helpful debugging tool during development. Next. So that's all. Uh, that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.